What if your money could work for you, even while you sleep?
Imagine waking up every morning, knowing that your investments are automatically growing, without you lifting a finger.
Sounds impossible? Well, it's not, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up an ETF Autopilot system that does just that.
Let's be real, most beginners who try to invest fail not because they don't have money or ambition, but because they don't have a system.
They get confused about which ETFs to choose, when and how much to invest, and how to reinvest dividends.
How to avoid making costly mistakes in a volatile market. And the result? Many people either do nothing, leave money in low-interest bank accounts, or try DIY investing with mixed results, wasting time, stress, and even money.
You are here because you want a better way. You want investing that's simple, automatic, and safe for beginners.
You don't want to spend hours researching every stock or ETF, or constantly watching the market rise and fall. You want a system that runs quietly in the background and builds your wealth over time.
Here is the good news. That system exists, and it's called an ETF Autopilot setup.
In this video, you will learn how to open the right brokerage account so everything can be automated.
How to pick one or two beginner-friendly ETFs that give you broad market exposure with minimal risk.
How to set up automatic deposits and recurring investments so you never miss a month. How to reinvest dividends automatically, letting compounding do its magic. Tips and tweaks to avoid common mistakes and ensure your autopilot system runs efficiently for years. By the end of this video, you will have a step-by-step practical guide to put your money on autopilot, giving you peace of mind while you sleep. No confusing jargon, no complicated strategies, just simple, actionable steps that work for complete beginners. Think about it. While most people are scrolling social media or stressing about bills, your ETF Autopilot system is quietly building your future wealth. Every month, your money buys a little more of the market, reinvests dividends, and compounds automatically. You don't need to be a financial expert. You don't need to watch charts or worry about market timing. All you need is a system that works, and that's exactly what we are going to build together in this video.
Now that we understand why traditional beginner investing fails and why an autopilot system is the solution,
In the next step, we will jump straight into opening the right brokerage account and choosing the ETFs. All practical, step-by-step, ready for beginners.
By the end of this video, you will have everything you need to set up your own ETF Autopilot system. No confusion, no hesitation, just action. Before your money can invest itself while you sleep, you need a proper foundation.
think of this step like setting up the control panel of an autopilot airplane.
If this part is done wrong, the entire system becomes stressful, confusing, or risky. The goal here is simplicity plus automation. In this step, we will do two very practical things. Open the right brokerage account and choose only one or two ETFs that are perfect for complete beginners. No theory overload, just clean, simple actions. At first opening the right brokerage account, practical walkthrough. First question beginners ask is, which app or platform should I use?
For US beginners, you want a brokerage that is beginner-friendly, low-cost, reliable, supports automation.
3 beginner-safe options are Vanguard, Fidelity, Charles Schwab. You only need one. Don't open multiple accounts, that creates confusion. Here is exactly what you do. Go to the official website of your chosen broker, click Open an Account.
Choose a taxable brokerage account, not retirement yet, keep it simple. Enter basic details, name, social security number, address, employment info. Verify your identity. Create login credentials. This usually takes 10 to 15 minutes. Once done,
Congratulations, you have built the cockpit for your autopilot system.
Inside your account settings, look for Dividend Reinvestment Quone, turn it on. This one switch alone massively boosts long-term growth.
second, choosing one or two ETFs only. This is where beginners mess up. For autopilot investing, less is more.
Start with one ETF, maximum 2 ETFs. This is how autopilot investing stays boring, and boring is good in investing. Now here is where the real magic begins. This is where investing truly starts running while you sleep. Up to now, you have built the structure. You opened the right brokerage account. You selected one beginner-friendly ETF. But let's be very clear, none of that matters unless money starts moving automatically. This step is where most beginners fail. Not because it's hard, but because they rely on memory and motivation instead of automation. Autopilot investing only works when money moves every month without you thinking about it. And that's exactly what we are setting up now. At first, set up automatic deposits for it. First, your brokerage needs a fuel source, your bank account. Log into your brokerage account. Go to Transfers or Link Bank Account. Enter your bank details. Verify the connection codes. This may take 1 or 2 days, and once verified, you will see your bank listed as a funding source. That's it. No complexity. And now, the most important step where you get confused: how much you should invest. This is where people overthink. Start with an amount you won't miss. Even $50, $100 per month is perfect.
Autopilot investing is not about being aggressive. It's about being predictable and disciplined.
Choose recurring transfer. Monthly. Same date every month, for example, the 5th. Enter your amount. Confirm. From now on, your money moves from your bank to your brokerage automatically. No reminders, no stress, no skipping. Second, set up automatic recurring ETF investments. Money sitting in a brokerage does nothing. Money invested automatically builds wealth. Go to your selected ETF, click Set up Automatic Investment. Choose monthly, same date as your deposit. Enter the investment amount. Confirm. That's it. Now every month, money arrives, ETF shares get bought automatically. No, you don't touch anything. This is true autopilot. This setup uses something powerful called dollar cost averaging. But don't worry about the term. Here is what it means practically.
When prices are high, you buy fewer shares. When prices are low, you buy more shares. You don't time the market. You don't guess. You just stay consistent.
Over time, this smooths out risk and builds long-term growth. Now check one more thing. This is critical.
Go to Account Settings, Dividends, turn Dividend Reinvestment Drip on. Any dividends your ETF pays, automatically buy more ETF shares. No cash sitting idle.
This is how compounding accelerates quietly. Small dividends today beg more shares, beg more dividends later, beg exponential growth over years. At this stage, beginners usually make mistakes. Avoid these. Checking your account daily. Stopping deposits because of market news. Increasing complexity. Turning automation off emotionally. Your job is not to interfere. Autopilot works because humans step out of the way. Let's say, $100 monthly deposit, one ETF like VTI, automatic buy every month, dividends reinvested. You have built a system that works 12 months a year, does not care about headlines, does not need motivation, and grows silently. That's what investing while sleeping actually means. Now you have crossed the most important line. Your system is live. Money is moving. ETFs are buying themselves. What mistakes to avoid long-term, and how beginners protect themselves from panic decisions. Let me be very honest with you. Most beginners can set it up, but failures occur because they overcheck, they panic, they interfere, they break the autopilot. So the goal of step 4 is to prevent the system you have built from breaking. The worst thing for a beginner is daily checking. Here is the golden rule. Check your portfolio only once every 3 months. That's it. Why? Daily market ups and downs are noise. ETF is for long-term games. More checking is more emotion. Perform this one practical action. Set a calendar reminder every 3 months. No app opening in between. If you can't control yourself, uninstall the app. Yes, seriously. This is where beginners panic. Market falls, news is negative, people sell. Autopilot rule. Market fall equals do nothing. Actually, market fall is good for autopilot. You are buying ETFs at lower prices. More shares for same money. Practical mindset shift. Green market sums normal buying. Red market equals discounted buying. Never pause automation. Never stop deposits. Let's be clear, you may adjust monthly amount when income increases. Once or twice a year. Slowly and intentionally. You should not. Change ETFs frequently. Add random ETFs. Chase trending ETFs. Copy social media hype. The rule is, if your ETF choice is broad market tune, you don't need changes for years. Boring setup equals powerful results. At this stage, some rules protect your money. Never invest emergency money. Never borrow to invest. Never stop automation emotionally. Never time the market. Never sell because of fear. Autopilot works only when emotions are removed. Here's very common mistakes you have to avoid. These must as a beginner. Checking portfolio daily. Selling during market dips. Adding too many ETFs. Stopping automation randomly. Expecting fast money. ETF Autopilot is not get-rich-quick trading, gambling. ETF Autopilot is wealth building, consistency, patience, compounding. Simple real-life example. Let's say you invest $150 per month. Market crashes next year. What will happen? Your autopilot buys cheaper shares. You accumulate more ownership. When market recovers, growth accelerates. People who panic lose. People who stay automated win. Stop asking, is this a good time to invest? Start believing that every month is a good time because I'm automated. This mindset alone separates successful investors from quitters.
At this point, your system is built. Your money is automated. Your rules are clear. Now you need only one thing:
Patience. In the final step, I will wrap everything together and show you how this simple system builds real wealth over time, what your next logical step should be, and which ETF comparison beginners must understand next.
Let's pause for a second and realize what you have just learned.
You did not learn some complicated investing theory. You did not memorize charts or formulas. You built a real system, a system where your bank sends money automatically, your brokerage invests automatically, your ETFs grow automatically, your dividends reinvest automatically. This is not motivation talk, this is practical execution. Most people never reach this point. They stay stuck watching videos. You are already ahead.
When people hear investing runs while you sleep, they think it's fake or exaggerated.
But now you understand the truth. It does not mean money appears overnight. It means decisions are already made.
While you sleep, no hesitation, no fear, no forgetting, no emotional mistakes. Your system keeps working silently. That's real financial progress. You don't need perfect timing, market predictions, high income. You only need automation, consistency, patience. If you can stick to this system for years, you will be extremely grateful. This is how ordinary people build wealth quietly. Let me remind you of the full autopilot flow one last time.
One brokerage account, one or two broad ETFs, automatic monthly deposits, automatic ETF purchases, dividend reinvestment ON, no emotional interference.
If you do only this and nothing else, you are already doing better than most investors.
Now I want to hear from you. Comment below. Autopilot on if you are setting this system up after this video.
Like this video if it removed your confusion and gave you a real plan.
And if you want to go one step deeper, the next big beginner question is, which ETF should I actually choose?
VOO thinking growth-focused, SCHD income-focused. Both are popular, both are powerful, but they serve very different goals.
Subscribe so you don't miss it, because one right decision today can change your financial future for years. Remember, you don't build wealth by working harder every day. You build wealth by building systems that work even when you don't. Your ETF Autopilot system is that first step.